Child marriage is a global phenomenon affecting millions of lives of children each year, and Malaysia is no exception. Approximately 15,000 cases were reported between 2007 and 2017, and it is recorded in Malaysia, occurring in all communities across the country. Child marriage refers to both formal marriages and informal unions, where partners live together as if they are married. It often involves the children under the age of 18 years old and an adult or another child. Do you know that 1 in 5 young women aged between 20 to 24 years old are married before their 18th birthday, compared to 1 in 30 young men? Do you know that 12 million girls under 18 are married each year, and 23 girls are involved in such strategy for every minute? This social phenomenon has violated children's rights, placed them at high risk of violence, exploitation, abuse, depriving them of their childhood, and is not conducive to a child's future physical and mental development. Child marriage is the result of the interplay of economic and social forces. In communities where the practice is prevalent, marrying a girl as a child is a part of a cluster of social norms and attitudes that reflect the low value accorded to the human rights of girls. Married children are less likely to remain in school, leading to a higher risk of sustained poverty. Plus, complications during pregnancy and childbirth are the leading cause of death for girls between 15 and 19 years old. The rate of infant mortality is much higher for teenage mothers. In 2018, the former ruling coalition Pakatan Harapan PH unveiled the National Strategy Plan in handling the cause of child marriage, involving 17 strategies and 58 programs to be undertaken by 61 agencies to address a variety of interlinking factors that drives child marriage in Malaysia. The main factors causing child marriage include low household income and poverty, lack of access to sexual and reproductive health education and services, and inadequate parenting skills, lack of access to education and poor school attendance, social norms that condone child marriage and stigma, and laws that provide for marriage under the age of 18 years old. However, all these issues happened based on gender inequality. Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Idris Ahmad, reported that 445 teenagers dropped out of school to get married in 2020, including 411 girls and 34 boys. The state with the most cases is Sarawak, Sabah ranking second, followed by Kelantan. Moving on to the marriage laws in Malaysia dedicated to children, our country has a dual-track legal system specifically for Muslims and non-Muslims. For the immediate strategy, the critical issue under consideration is the Standard Operating Procedures (SOP) enacted by the Department of Sharia Judiciary Malaysia (JKSM) for Muslims applying for underage marriage as of July 2018. The SOP contains questions about the purpose of nuptials, family history, financial situation, education, health, and understanding of the nature of marriage. Also, the groom needs to submit a report by Welfare Services Department (JKM) and the Royal Malaysian Police if necessary to prove that he has no criminal record. Although application cases dropped by 787 cases after 3 years of implementing the SOP, the number of applicants remains high at 2,098 cases, based on the data taken from 1st of September 2018 to 21st of October 2021. Thus, to effectively filter out the application, the JKSM should strengthen the SOP by adding more requirements. For instance, both the groom and bride must have the ability to be financially independent. That is to say, the judge cannot factor in the financial status of their parents. This requirement is aimed at compelling the candidates to re-evaluate their financial position with the ultimate purpose of discouraging them to apply to be married after understanding the monetary implications involved. Besides that, both parties must accept a provision of a marriage cooling off period when applying. This means that underage children can divorce at any time before reaching adulthood without the consent of another party or their parents. This clause is expected to help children escape domestic violence or involuntary or forced sex after marriage, and prevent children from marrying impulsively and without having a proper understanding and appreciation for each other's compatibility. Furthermore, both parties and their parents must have mandatory premarital counseling courses. One cannot dismiss the fact that parents are usually the ones who pursue child marriage due to economic problems and social prejudice. Overall, both the state legislative assemblies and the parents are the frontline stakeholders in the cause of preventing future child marriages. So, what can be done to solve this issue in Malaysia? Let us not let children lose their right to a bright and a promising future. Thank you.